You had a have a section on masculinity versus femininity.
Yeah. Well, about also just like how we've come to a societal place where we often diminish masculinity, or we think it's, you hear people say like, we don't even really need men except for procreation and meh, 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 meh. But that in an emergency, and I talk about the flood in 2023
Mm.
in the book in Fillmore. For people that live in California, we had a huge flood. Those that don't know, in 2023, we got about 20 inches of water rained in 24 hours, 18 inches of water in 24 hours. And my entire farm was under 18 inches plus of water, like a river running across. Um, Propane tanks are floating by, hanging on by um, their pipe that goes into the house. And I mean, 300 chickens just buried in mud and killed. And so it was very intense. And I had an assistant at the time, and my husband snapped at me when I was telling him he was denting my mulberry tree because he was trying to put a tractor in front, wedge a tractor between the tree and the propane tank so it didn't float down into the river. And I was like, babe, you're messing up my mulberry tree. And he was like, cállate, cabrona, which is like, shut up, strong lady, kind of to translate it. And this girl that worked for me was like, toxic masculinity much. And I'm 8 months pregnant. I'm 44 years old, 8 months pregnant, knee deep in water. There's sheet metal and wires and all this stuff like just rushing across. The cows are bleeding out from, wires getting around their legs and cutting into them. And I'm thinking to myself, well, would she want to just be here with like women and children right now? That would be the craziest thing. And I realized that, masculinity and femininity are not in competition. And I largely went through life believing that we were. I was